how various college students view marriage and what it really means to them. Enjoy!
Hi, I'm Justin.
I'm Damaris. So, are you ready for the first one?
Yes.
Okay, the first one is social expectations have influenced your thoughts on marriage.
Well, for me particularly, I don't see having any social expectations influencing my view of marriage. I tend to believe marriage is from God and found in the Bible and what the Bible has laid out about marriage. So my expectations about marriage would thus be from the Bible.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I see a lot of really unhealthy relationships. Justifications used in those relationships for why they're unhealthy have influenced me. And like that it's okay to do certain things. I think those have really influenced me, and I guess that was really vague. But yeah, I think a lot of the unhealthy relationships have influenced me, and then there's been some really healthy relationships that I've been able to learn from.
Kind of on a negative side with social expectations, it seems like with so many divorces going on, it's almost like an expectation of some marriages that you can just divorce and start over again with a new person just because it's kind of easy like that. And obviously, divorce is not easy, but it would seem like people put divorce as kind of a social norm by marriage, which is really bad. But.
Yeah, so basically marriage isn't looked at from a lifelong commitment, and divorce seems an easy option, right?
Do you think getting married proves your love? I think it's definitely a symbol of love, but I don't think that it's the absolute end all of showing, that you love someone. I think over time love changes, and there are definitely going to be other things that might prove that you love the person more. But I think you can love someone just the same whether or not you have the legal contract, like binding marriage under government.
Yeah, I don't think it proves that you love someone either. That obviously you love the person when you get married with them, but that piece of paper that you sign with the government, it seems more of just like a public display. But you can prove someone that you love them by just doing things and just being around them, being that gentle person around them. So it's definitely more than just that piece of paper that the government hands you and you sign.
Yeah, and I would agree with marriage is probably just one of those stepping stones in showing your love to your spouse. But of course, that committing to a lifelong, having that lifelong commitment, the sacrifice each person pours into one another would show probably that just getting married doesn't necessarily show that you do love them, but of course it's also the lifelong commitment as well that really shows your love to your spouse.
So on that note, what does marriage mean to you?
Well, marriage means to me one man and one woman before God, and that would be the only definition of marriage from the Bible standpoint, which is what my influence would be from. But marriage in general just means a lifelong commitment of sacrifice and devotion to one another as a covenant before God.
Yeah, I think adding on to that, it's for me, it's an image of the church and God. And I know there are going to be people that just really don't understand this, but I also look at it from a Christian perspective. So the fact that the Bible talks about marriage being a representation of how Christ and the church are, that's part of what influences it for me. There's a lot of grace that's supposed to happen in marriage because neither person is perfect, and you have to constantly be forgiving people or each other, and you then have to try to raise a family in a healthy way, which definitely is going to be challenging.
To kind of just add on both of these answers that was given, just definitely commitment to one another and